Welcome to Newspresso. Here is the top story in the past 6 hours. US pulled a draft peace plan for Ukraine. And it's a lot of tough compromises. The plan keeps the land Russia seized. It was taken after February 2022. It is about 1/5 of Ukraine. The plan keeps it in its hands. For Kiev, surrender the rest of Donetsk, an area it still controls. Russia cannot station troops there. That strip would become a neutral buffer zone, overseen by Moscow. Feels like a pocket of Russia on Ukrainian soil, but without the usual military presence. No US can be a US keeps forces outside. US will not keep forces inside. If US wants forces, US keeps them outside. If US does not want forces, US keeps them. Under new rules, US does not keep US forces. The US keeps forces inside if it wants them. That's a massive cut for a country. That country has been fighting a full-scale war for almost 2 years. The deal also tackles war crimes and reparations. Ukraine must drop its legal fight against Russia, a move that Russia has denied war crimes. Western governments have frozen about $300 billion Russian assets as punishment for the war. The US plan calls for Russia to hand $100 billion. The money would go into rebuilding Ukraine, and US would get 50% of the profits from that work. In short, Ukraine would get money but lose to sue. The US plan balances ending fighting with geopolitics. Russia keeps territory. It must agree to demilitarized zone. It bars NATO and limits Ukraine's military size. It promises help for reconstruction. US is hoping that these concessions will create a ceasefire. But the plan is a significant sacrifice for Kiev, and a major shift in how the conflict could be resolved. The key point: the US peace draft forces Ukraine to give up land, limit its army, and forego war crime litigation in exchange for money and a frozen border that still lets Russia keep some of the territory it captured. Subscribe Newspresso. Never miss a major global headline.